main connection. Our main connection between us and Allah is the one which should be the strongest of all. We have to sustain it and make sure that it works. And it works always connected. I have two stories that my brother, he was reading in the Quran about the wives of Sayyidina Nuh and Sayyidina Lut. And we cannot assume, definitely, that he didn't commit da'wah to them. Right? But because they didn't have the connection between them and Allah, their connection to the prophets didn't help them. They didn't support them, even though it tells them to go to the hellfire. And the next connection between Pharaoh and his wife, his beautiful wife. And who's Pharaoh? I always say, he's the man who said, I am the highest God on earth. Definitely, she has everything. He gave her everything. But with that, she chose the connection between her and Allah. That's why she's Sayyidat Nisa al-Alamin. She's the best of the women in the world. Imagine that. If you keep on the connection between you and Allah, this is the way that will take you to heavens. If you connect with everyone else and you loosen the connection between you and Allah, you cannot go anywhere. It will not take you anywhere. Even not only that, we'll be running away from each other. We will be getting away. Go away from me. I don't want to talk to you. Even the father, the son, the mother, the daughter, everyone will be running away from each other. But the connection between you and Allah, if you strong it, make it stronger, this is the one which will help you and support you and make sure that this is the strongest part. And Imam al-Shafi'i, it's a story, a side story. And Imam al-Shafi'i was traveling one day because the people who are sinners, usually, sometimes, all of us are sinners, sometimes. All of us are sinners. All of us commit sins. And always the ulama, when you hear them, you see the reflection. I like to reflect sometimes. I learn from them. But anyway, the reflection of Imam Shafi'i when he was traveling, he got caught by thieves. And the thieves caught all the money, took the money, the food, and they start eating the food except their head. Their head was sitting aside, and he didn't eat. And he said, why are you eating? Reflect, everyone is eating, why not you? And the head of the thieves, the sheikh, like they say of them, and he said, don't you know, today is Monday, I'm fasting sunnah. And Imam Shafi'i said, what? You're fasting sunnah and committing high crimes, theft, stealing us? And the man said, like, that's it. Subhanallah, they let go after 40 years, and Imam Shafi'i was in the haram. And he was doing tawaf around the haram. When you do tawaf, he saw this man in the haram crying, praying to Allah. And definitely Imam Shafi'i will not forget him. Hold on. Don't you know me? He said, who are you? He said, you caught me and you were fasting on that day. Now the lesson learned. And that's why I'm using this lesson. Yeah, Imam, look at that. Oh, Imam, don't you know if you leave a door between you and Allah, you will enter through it? If you leave a door between you and Allah, you will go in from it. That's why leave always a door between you and Allah. Always leave a door. Have assurance that if you go to Allah, Allah will accept you. Even if your parents, imagine that if you go to your parents and you make them angry, they will not accept you. But Allah will accept you. Leave a door. Always keep it open between you and Allah. One day, you will use that door and get in. And when you get in, try to stay in. Shaitan always wants to get us out. Always make the connection between you and Allah the strongest. This is the way, inshallah, to be in Jannah. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله وجزاكم الله عنا خيرا وبارك فيكم.